Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin if you're new here, and if you're not, like I said, welcome back. So today's video is just going to be honestly a postpartum update on how I've been doing mentally and emotionally. Obviously life navigating losing a child and still having a child to take care of is very hard and not something that a lot of people have gone through. So I want to kind of open up and talk to you guys about how I've been feeling. Obviously I have my really good days and I have my bad days and my really bad days, but I just DoorDashed a coffee to the house, so I'm gonna go grab that from outside and I'll sit down and kind of start talking. So honestly, if I'm being completely honest, life has been very tough this year, and I know that I've said that a few times now, but nobody really knows truly what it feels like to be in my shoes unless you've actually gone through the same thing that I have. And I'm very fortunate that I have actually come in contact with some people that have gone through the exact same thing that I went through, so I don't feel so alone. Because obviously I have friends and I have family members that I can go to and that I can vent to and talk about really anything to, but they still just truly don't get it still. And I'm obviously very thankful that anybody listens to me, because there are days where if I didn't talk, I'd literally just cry. So having those people that really truly know what happened and exactly the way you're feeling just takes a huge relief off of the stress that you're under, because the biggest thing is feeling alone and that nobody understands how you're feeling. A huge argument that Tanner's dad and I got in after all of this took place and having the boys, but I was like, why doesn't it affect you like it affects me? And obviously I understand it's different for the mom and for the dad, but I didn't understand why he didn't seem so upset and as sad as I was. Honestly, I still don't really know, and I choose not to ask because I know that people cope and deal with things differently, but I choose to be extremely open about it, and I want to talk about him and talk about the experience that I went through and that Tanner and Trey went through, because if people don't talk about things that they've gone through, then there's this huge handful of people out here feeling like they're alone and they have nobody to compare themselves to, when really there's so many people out there that are just like you, that have gone through similar things to you, if not the exact same things. So that's why I always try to talk about this situation, because I know there are people out there that have gone through this and will go through this. Unfortunately, I was one of them. It's very unfortunate that it happens to anybody, but I honestly believe that it happens to the strongest people, because honestly, this year has tested me more than anything I have ever been through in my life. And I've had a pretty good and easy life, so this was definitely the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through. Choosing to have a procedure that cuts the blood flow to one of your children in order to save the other child, that's just a decision that you never want to be like having to make, or a situation you ever want to be put in. And I was put in that situation, so there's a lot of days where I have like this guilt, and I always wonder what it would be like if I didn't do what I did, and if I just gave it a chance, and what if like a miracle actually worked out and Trey wasn't sick and he got better. But obviously I can't think like that, because that stuff is unfortunately in the past, and what happened, and what is, and it has to stay like that. But each day I try and tell myself that I will see him again, and it's not permanent. He's not in pain anymore. He's not sick. He's doing really good. And I actually went to see a medium back in, it was the end of July, I believe, or the beginning of August, but I went with my mom. Her name's Maureen Hancock. I will try to find the video and insert it, because she actually did speak to me about Trey and told me that he's happy and he's not in any pain, and he had a lot of energy, which doesn't surprise me, because if you've seen the videos that I've put into my vlogs and stuff, Tanner is constantly moving, so that was no surprise there. I mean, back then I didn't know, because he'd only been alive for a month, but it all makes sense now. But if you're ever going through anything and you're like a mom, even if you're not a mom and you just have like anxiety, or you just need to talk, I don't really know how you guys could really reach out to me on YouTube, but I will put my social medias in the description, and you guys can always reach out. It doesn't matter what time it is, even if you're a stranger, if I don't know you, just kind of tell me like, hey, I watch your YouTube, I saw your video. My inbox is always open, because I know that there are times where people literally have no one to talk to, and I can imagine it would be weird going to a complete stranger to talk to, but it's better you talk to someone than you holding that feeling inside on the daily, because that's definitely not good on your mental health. So but yeah, that's just a little update on how I've been feeling. Definitely been really rough this month. December has been very hard for me. December 16th, I found out that it wasn't just one baby, it was two. And then on January 16th is the day that I found out last year that I was having identical twin boys, so that date's gonna come. And then the 26th of January, 10 days later, was the day that I had to fly out to Philadelphia. So these days are just coming up quickly, and I honestly haven't even got the chance to fully grieve, and it honestly hasn't even hit me yet. I'm a little bit afraid for the day that it does. But another day that's coming up is January 31st of this year, like coming up, of 2023. It will be 1 whole year since I had the procedure and since my son passed away. So I'm just like really going through it, but I'm really glad that the holidays are coming up and that I'll be spending it with my family, because this year has definitely kicked my butt and I have been set up to fail multiple times, but I have not given up and I have not failed. So yeah, I am just going to continue to push through and to not give up, because that's exactly what got me through this year. Tonight I'm going to see Avatar with my mom, dad, and my sister. We were supposed to go see it a few days ago, but we got some snow, so it just didn't make sense to go that day. So we got our tickets switched to a different day, so we're going tonight. That's why I kind of wanted to film my video earlier in the day. That way I had time to kind of enjoy family time later on with them, because I don't get to do that often. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 10.